All right, so here's your #1 featherweight contender. He got through a murderer's row to set up this shot at the title, and he knows this may not come around again. He's trying to make the most of it here tonight and head back home, the newly minted UFC featherweight champion of the world.
The winning streaks that you have to have in order to get a featherweight championship opportunity is so great that when you get here, you have to make sure you're ready. This young man is ready. He's prepared mentally. He's prepared physically to go out there and try to become a champion. He told us time and time again, I'm the next Max Holloway. Let's see if he can get it done.
It is so hard to get to this spot at 45, 55, 70. He has done it. Now the question beckons, is he good enough to dethrone the champ? All right, so here is the UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski. He certainly has cleaned out a lot of this division, but there are still guys who are coming to take what is his. How do you think he proceeds with this particular challenge here tonight?
I mean, just being himself. He's as good as they come. The guy has tremendous striking. He's at great wrestling. He was thought to be a wrestler when he got here. We have seen him be a master of game planning. We have seen him be a master of strategy. A guy that fights with a game plan, the fight IQ through the roof. And tonight, you're going to experience one of the smartest, most technically gifted fighters you have ever seen. Let's see if that's enough, though, because the challenge is very big tonight as he steps into the octagon.
And he does so having 4 times gone the full 25 minutes in the UFC. Volkanovski very much has a championship style, and he has got another title fight on his hands tonight.
And Johnny, don't get tired. I mean, he goes the distance and seems like he's just running in the park, taking a nice jog on the weekend, fighting the best fighters in the world.
And had he stayed in rugby league, probably would have been an absolute beast there too.
Savage.
Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Diego Lopes! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
Well, it has been amazing to watch Alexander Volkanovski's progression, even when you look back to past title defenses against the likes of the Korean Zombie, almost smiling, as if to say, man, I thought you were good, I didn't know you were that good. And in theory, rubber guard for him now, DC. We haven't seen you lean on this in the octagon.
No, I can't get those legs up there. Come on, man, look at these tree trunks. They don't go up around nobody's shoulders. I like to keep my feet on the ground, and I like to grind. That's what I'm known for. But this guy has that dexterity. He has that ability to throw up the rubber guard, to be able to threaten from a position where his opponent was trying to find safety. There are many, many attacks here. Let's see which one he chooses to go after.
Both sides, and the chins continue to hold up.
Arm is very tight.
Now he's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
What a strike from off of his back. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage out of it.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg. Great defense by this fighter.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Are working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, nice combination of ground and pound here by Volko. Well, maybe ill-advised to be competing off your back, but he's landing. Oh, hammer fist here by Volkanovski. All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Out of range with that kick attempt. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
All right, so we're starting to see some swelling now, DC. We'll see if he can make some adjustments defensively.
He's taking too many of these shots up top. I mean, he's got a guillotine choke. That guillotine choke is getting very close. He's got to lock the guard, though, if he wants to finish.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up. Need to work. I'll stand this up. Let's work.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
45 seconds remain in the round. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
15 seconds remain in the round.
Oh.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
All right, let's check out some of the action from that previous round, DC, and what a display on the feet. Huge knockdown with that kick.
Yeah, he's a high-level striker. He throws these kicks to the body, he throws them low, but when he goes up top, he's very powerful, and he can end anybody's night. The toughness displayed by his opponent allowed him to stay in the fight, but he cannot take many more of those types of strikes.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. Volkanovski gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Out of range with that one. Well, the champ Volkanovski continues to keep his opponent guessing here tonight. You lower the guard, and he goes upstairs and was able to land the right hand there.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, got it for touch.
Good job by the champ there. Slide back up.
Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done.
Now he's going full mount.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Great submission defense.
Tem que ver a postura, vai.
Volkanovski's in half guard.
And now he's in side control.
Oh, big shots from the top.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him.
Volkanovski getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Lands with the ground and pound.
É isso aí, mantenha a pressão. Quero ver uma boa combinação.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Volkanovski. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight. He passed the half guard.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Lands with the ground and pound here. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Volkan. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back.
He's got to be careful here. And there you go, again, half guard.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Under a minute now to go. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
Work, I'll stand it up.
All right, trying to pass here, as Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. 30 seconds to go here. Nice crack there. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Seconds winding down in round two.
Good run.
Senta aí, respira pra mim. Respira, é pelo nariz. Aí, muito bom. Take a seat for me, bud. Deep breath. That's right. Tomou água aqui.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, DC is back from the concession stand as we get our next round underway, and you had to like what you saw in terms of the volume and the efficiency on the feet in that previous round.
Oh, he did a great job of just being active, really setting down on those right hands, showing that it was not only going to be striking, but a lot of significant strikes landed over the course of that round.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Well, he might be working towards an attritive knockout here tonight as he continues to pepper that body. Look at those numbers, bottom of your screen. That has been the most significant stat in this fight. The body strikes landed for this young man, working here towards the best performance of his UFC career. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Não desanima, vai com garra, vai.
Lead kick is true there by Volkanovski. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter. This is where he wants to be.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Side control now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Volkanovski.
Muito bom, let's go, keep going.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
É isso aí, muito bom. Mantenha a posição, mantenha a posição.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud.
Very good.
Getting them out here.
Volkanovski's in half guard. Nice positional control here. Under 90 seconds to go.
Essa postura aí pra machucar ele.
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Oh, the ground and pound is there.
Muito bom, liberar, let's go.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
A lot of top pressure being applied here, and Busy as he looks to improve position here.
Ótimo, muito bom. Você precisa manter a posição.
Beautiful submission attempt here.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, he bails on the submission now.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Volkanovski's in half guard. All right, side control now. Oh, man, that swelling is getting out of control. That's going to affect him as this fight continues. Oh, these are some big punches here from the top, DC. He hasn't needed to enter his opponent's guard yet, and he may not have to.
He may not have to, but he's doing a real good job of being aware. There's danger when you're standing at the top of your opponent like that. You got to watch him up. Notice how he leads with his hip when he goes to land the strike.
All right, that's the round. Oh, Volkanovski's eye is really looking pretty bad after those 5 minutes. We'll see what the cut man can do about it. But if he doesn't get the swelling to subside, that eye could swell shut. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. That's a successful blow right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then boom, sit down on that hook. He's going to be trying to find it again. You can see him setting up his opponent, trying to get the hands to drop so he can drop that hook over the top.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here or what?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight.
Takedown defense holds up.
Nice kick.
Oh, looking to land the leg kick, but unable to. Offering up over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Oh, Volkanovski. Oh, this could just about do it. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots.
Holding on to him here, not really doing too much, perhaps just looking to recover. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
They're so evenly matched, and they're going tit for tat.
The straight right is there.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face, such a big smile.
Beautiful job to split the guard. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beach Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight.
Oh, made good use. All right, pausing the action here, and if the referee calls for the doctor, this could very well be the end of the fight, given all that swelling around the eye.
It could be, and rightfully so. His eye is swollen shut. He cannot see his opponent. He's flailing at him. Can't find his target anymore.
All right, well, the doctor appears to think he's still good to go, and you know what? If it's good enough for the doctor, it's good enough for me.
I'm all in.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check, and to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make the determination. The determination is, get your butt out there and fight. Let's see what happens.
And we have a very smart fighter who is going to have to start protecting that injury to prevent it from getting any worse. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh, huge ground strikes from Volkanovski. Under a minute to go. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Volkanovski's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Rubber guard for him now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighter is trying to do here?
He needs to regain his posture, right? He needs to shove that foot down from around his neck, shove it down, build your base, get that arm free, and then get back to work trying to advance position to your ground and pound. If you play in there, you can find yourself in a lot of danger if you're not careful.
Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that shot.
So that trainer's going to have to bring in the end swell to try to deal with the swelling, because this guy is getting pieced up.
All right, there's the end of the round. Back to the stools we go, and they need to do something to address the swelling, because at this point in time, he has almost been rendered a one-eyed fighter. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Oh, you can start to see him limping a little bit after one of those leg kicks, so better make some adjustments or this fight could be over.
You don't want to show it. That's why you see fighters, when they get hurt, they smile. To be limping out there tells you how damaged this guy is. Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Well, he was setting up the hooks early and often tonight. Watch for him to try to set it up again here. Oh, he's in a world of trouble now.
Great job not only reversing the position, but getting to your dominant position.
Nice technical strike there, and oh yeah, that shot cut him open.
Yeah, you can see it right there. The blood starting to trickle down. He can see the work paying off now. He'll start to target that cut.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. That is how you reverse position on the ground. Beautifully done by him there. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of them. Got to be careful here.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though. Great shot from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
That was a slick transition.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You've doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
He's having his way with him here. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound.
All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
This is a terrible position.
Volkanovski's in half guard now. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Volkanovski's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Hey, stop.
All right, so a competitive title fight tonight, Daniel, as many expected. 25 minutes, not enough to determine a winner. Slight lean to the champion or what?
I do believe he's still champion, but that's why he's the champion. Because when the challenges are the biggest, he usually will step up.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the World, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
All right, well, his future, of course, is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but his present still plucking scalps in this UFC featherweight division. Alexander Volkanovski getting another one tonight, this one by way of decision.
What a massive victory for the champ. What an ability to adjust, work the game plan, and stay the course. Watching this guy is like being in a physics class with the smartest kids on campus. He's amazing.